Just the other day, I made a video about my recent religiosity and learned that maybe I really should script these video rants out. So this time, I swear it's going to be a little different. You're going to have to forgive me for my last video. Apparently, I did a terrible job of explaining what my point was, which, I mean, is understandable. I was born with the curse of ADHD, so my mind tends to go all over the place when I talk, and it makes all of my points, like, not make any sense sometimes to anyone but me. I knew that, and yet I decided to upload my rant onto YouTube without a script, in spite of that, just to see if I could get away with it. Apparently, I couldn't. So, lesson learned, never again. Here's me answering your very spicy questions, but with a script this time. Side note, a bunch of you didn't leave any comments that were worth responding to. Like, some of you just came to say that I got a brain injury, which, hilarious. I mean, it's the internet, whatever. It's just not worth my time responding to, so I'm just not going to. Before I do go on, though, there is one thing that kind of annoyed me in the comments, and I just want to lay it out flat. This is a conversation about religion. It's all woo-woo shit. Every religion has it. And I'll be damned for sounding a little insane. Who cares? Ask any religious person to explain what they believe without sounding a little mystical. At the end of the day, all of us who decide to engage in this conversation are idiots anyway. It's not like absolute truth actually exists, right? It's all philosophical mumbo jumbo. And honestly, I'm just here to have fun talking like a mystic and arguing with the comment section. To start this discussion, let me hit you up with a reveal. I'm a pantheist, not because I'm like a mystical or spiritual person in any way, shape, or form. I actually reject mysticism and spirituality. I'm pantheist because I was bored of being atheist, because religious people seem to have a lot of fun doing whatever the hell it is they're ever doing, and I want to engage with that. If Christians get to read a Bible, I'd love to further educate myself more on the universe and how it came to be. If Muslims get to pray like 5 times a day and get work breaks to do so, I should get to meditate 5 times a day and get work breaks to do so, just to feel closer to the universe or whatever. This is why I said that at the end of the day, I'm not that much different from an atheist. If someone asks me if I believe in God, I can say yes, but only with the understanding that our philosophies on what God is are going to be completely different to whatever the average person is thinking, not gonna lie. This is why most of the time I'll just say no. Unless it's a kid, then I'll say yes every time, because I don't want to argue with children about whether God exists or not. They can't have those conversations anyway. One of the many things that I saw come up in the comments was that I'm trying to make up my own God, which, while I can understand why you would say that, it doesn't make any real sense to, because like all religions make up their own God. I think that's kind of the point of religion, actually, if you think about it just for like 2 seconds. But even so, that's not necessarily true. Pantheism is a religion or philosophy that's existed since the ancient times. And if you want to look it up more, look up Spinoza's God or go to like Britannica or something. I'm not going to explain every small detail about it. On top of that, it's more of a philosophy than it is an actual religion. That's why, at the same time, I call myself an anti-theist. I know that anti-theist technically means the rejection of a belief in God, and so that makes what I say irrational. But you must understand that I am a dumbass, and I don't use language the same way that other people do. So when I say anti-theist, what I'm saying is that I reject the idea of one needing organized religion in their lives in any way at all. If anything, I guess I'll just say anti-Abrahamic if you want, but I don't want Abrahams to think that I have something against them. A lot of them are actually pretty cool people. By the way, a lot of religions have pantheistic beliefs. Some Christians even believe that the universe and God are inseparable, as he's an all-knowing and all-powerful being. When I talk about God, I understand that you're probably thinking of the personal God that most people on earth kind of like to believe in. The one that answers prayers and listens to you in your time of need and punishes the criminals and rewards the victims. The Google definition of God has 2 definitions, which are, in Christianity and other monotheistic religions, the creator and ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being. Or, in other certain religions, a superhuman being or spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes, a deity. I'm more closely in line with the second definition stated, but I have some problems with even that definition. As to me, God is simply the creator of all things, and that is it. That's literally it. There's nothing else to it. God doesn't want anything from me. It doesn't listen to my prayers. It doesn't care about what I'm doing because it's out there doing whatever the hell the universe does, which is expanding itself. So some of you have come to ask, why do you call the universe God if we already have a name for it, which is the universe? Let me cook a little bit. Now, some of you were really harsh about me saying that we know the universe created itself. Like, damn, I know that's just a theory, but I feel like you're saying that because I think you may not know what a scientific theory is. You think theory is like science class in sixth grade, or maybe you're actually thinking of a hypothesis, which is a proposed explanation of things that don't have evidence behind them yet. But scientific theories actually have evidence behind them. And the Big Bang Theory has such evidence. The Big Bang Theory has more evidence for it than any religion has for any of its claims or has ever had for any of its claims. Evolution, too, is another scientific theory that's based in tons of evidence. Gravitational theory as well, and so on and so forth. Sure, science and scientific theories can never prove anything 100%, but at the end of the day, it's the best that we have to explain the world around us in a verifiable way. The Big Bang Theory is the theory, for now, that we have that explains our universe's beginnings. The earliest time of the universe that scientists know about is about like 10 to the negative 43 seconds before the Big Bang. And yes, I know technically physics tends to break down at Planck time, but there's simply nothing in the widely accepted theory that even alludes to some kind of outside source being the cause of it. There's no evidence for other universes existing, nor is there evidence that anything can exist outside of the universe, mostly possibly because it would be impossible. Really, at the end of the day, there's only evidence for one thing. The universe came into existence on its own, the same way all of nature has always worked on its own. What I'm trying to say is there's simply no reason to believe that there was a creator of the universe. And I know this is the case because one, no evidence for it, and two, just try having a religious person answer the question, who created God? They can't and never will be able to answer that question. The best answer you'll ever get is God was always there, which is just an unacceptable answer, the same way that saying the universe has always existed is an unacceptable answer to any religious person. Religious people can't answer the question because they know that that specific line of reasoning would never end. To get to the point of the universe even beginning, you'd have to ask who the creator of 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 the creator is before you could even get to the beginning of the universe ever starting to begin with. This is horseshit. Frankly, no evidence for it, so I'm tossing that idea in the trash altogether. All I can believe is the universe created itself with all the evidence that we have. And if the universe created itself, and I believe, or at least want to believe, that a God exists and that it's the creator and nothing more, only the universe itself can be dubbed as God, as everything is in and of the universe. Everything that's in the universe was created by the universe. This is necessarily the case, since everything that happens naturally is just chemistry. Chemistry from the atoms that exist within the universe. Thus, the only conclusion I can come to is that the universe is God, or God is the universe. They're one and the same in my eyes. You can call the universe if you want to, but to me, you'll just be talking about God. There's no separation here. So now, hopefully, now that I've explained everything very clearly, you should understand why now I call the universe God. And now I hear all of you asking, okay, all right, cool, we understand, but what is even the point? What is the point of believing that the universe is God? And to that I say, because it's fun to believe in God. It's extremely fun to engage in all the woo-woo shit that other religions indulge in. I simply want to believe in God. There's nothing else to it. Besides, it's not as if any religious person has any evidence for their beliefs anyway, except for me. I do. At the same time, believing in God like I do puts my beliefs above that of other religions. I don't have to believe in any crazy shit, like actually inane, crazy, evil shit like other religions do, specifically the Abrahamic ones, right? I always knew at the beginning of this journey that if I was going to believe in a God, I absolutely would not believe in one that was evil. And on top of that, the God that I needed to believe in actually needed to exist, because what's the point of believing in a God that doesn't exist, right? The universe itself has the most evidence for its existence than any known truth in the world. Therefore, you know, why not? Why not believe that the universe is God? I think I think that pretty much sums everything up, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you had fun listening to me rant again. I'll rant about something more interesting later, probably about my teaching career, because holy shit, a lot of teachers are deciding to make videos about why teachers are leaving, and I want to get in on that fun, you know? Sounds like a fun topic to engage in. Uh, anyways, hopefully you guys leave some challenging comments for me this time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, just because I didn't talk about you Eastern religions doesn't mean that I'm not coming for you, okay? I just don't know anything about you. And just wait until I do find out anything about you, because I swear to God, I am coming for you. And when I get my damn hands on you,